Welcome to my channel. Today, we are covering one of the most serious stories unfolding in the world right now, the escalating crisis in the Middle East involving Iran and Israel, with the United States also deeply involved. Missile strikes, military buildups, diplomatic tension, everything is happening at an alarming pace. Could this be the beginning of a much larger war? Stay with me until the end, because today's update is critical and has the potential to affect the entire world. Tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States have reached a dangerous new level. Iran has issued strong warnings that any attack on its energy infrastructure could provoke devastating retaliation across the region. At the same time, Iran has already launched missile attacks targeting Israeli cities, causing damage and panic. This shows that the conflict is no longer just threats and words. Real attacks are happening right now. The United States is now directly involved. Officials have issued ultimatums and warnings regarding Iran's actions, particularly in the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most crucial oil shipping routes. The United States has made it clear that if Iran refuses to comply, it could face targeted military action on key power and energy facilities. This increases the risk of a direct confrontation between Iran and the United States, which could have consequences far beyond the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz remains a major flashpoint. This route carries about 20% of the world's oil supply. Iran has threatened to close it entirely, which would send oil prices skyrocketing and disrupt global shipping and trade. The threat alone has already caused instability in markets worldwide, and any action could trigger a full-scale energy crisis. The conflict continues to escalate. Israel has carried out strikes on Iranian energy sites, and Iran has responded with missile and drone attacks across multiple countries. Attacks have reached critical infrastructure, including airports and military bases. This is no longer a localized conflict. It is spreading across the region and could involve multiple nations in the coming days. Neighboring countries are on high alert. The Gulf states, Lebanon, and other regional players are closely monitoring the situation. Militias and proxy groups are also becoming active, increasing the danger and unpredictability of the conflict. This crisis is no longer just Iran versus Israel. It is rapidly evolving into a full Middle East confrontation. Meanwhile, civilians are living under constant fear. Sirens, evacuations, and emergency warnings have become routine in cities near conflict zones. Infrastructure has been damaged, and thousands of people have already been affected. Reports indicate that thousands of lives have been disrupted or lost, highlighting the human cost behind the headlines. The global impact is also significant. Oil prices have surged due to supply concerns, flights are being delayed or canceled, and stock markets are reacting to instability. Even nations far from the Middle East are feeling the consequences of this escalating crisis. What happens in this region can affect economies, energy supplies, and international relations worldwide. Experts warn that the risk of escalation is very real. Any miscalculation or unplanned military strike could quickly turn this regional crisis into a global conflict. With multiple countries involved directly or indirectly, the situation is extremely sensitive. Strategic alliances and proxy forces are also influencing how the conflict unfolds, making it unpredictable and dangerous. As the hours pass, Iran, Israel, and the United States continue to take defensive and offensive measures. Missile attacks, military deployments, and regional maneuvers are happening in real time. The entire world is watching closely because the outcome of this conflict will not just affect the Middle East, it will have consequences for global security and stability. So the big question remains, are we heading toward peace and de-escalation, or is this the start of a much larger, potentially global conflict? What do you think about today's situation? Will the tension calm down, or could this crisis spiral further out of control? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for the latest updates as this story develops. Thanks for watching.